upon a time, in a small village with forest and hills, the village of Umuike. Imagine posting just a video and within a very short period of time, the video got 5,300,000 views. I mean, 5,300,000 plus people watched this particular video. Wow, guys, that's massive. And that's the case of this particular channel here with the video title Adane, the strong body odor princess no man wants to marry. Can you imagine that just a video got 5,300,000 and plus views within a very short period of time. As you all know, African Folktale Story channel is a new game changer on YouTube. This particular niche is really taking over. So imagine just scripting out an engaging story and creating captivating images with some combination of sounds, voiceover, and all of that to cash out on a daily basis, guys. So furthermore, make you understand what I'm trying to say, let's go to Social Blade to see more analytics about this particular channel. Okay, here we are on Social Blade, as you can see. Now let's forget about the Social Blade rank, the subscriber rank, video views rank, country rank, and all of that, and just focus on our main area of concentration, which is discovering the monthly earning and also the yearly earning for this particular channel. As you can see here, this channel has an estimated monthly earnings of about 59 euros to 952 euros per month. Wow, that's massive. And the estimated yearly earnings of about 714 euros to 11,400 euros. Wow, guys, that's super massive for just creating content and posting it. You don't need to go and work 8 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours a day to get this money. You can have this as a side hustle. And how do you do this? How do you create stories like this is what I want to be showing you on today's video. On today's video, I shall be walking you through a step-by-step tutorial on how to create African folktale stories. I will be guiding you through creating your own African folktale story, from writing the script, generating captivating images, adding voiceovers, animations, lip sync, and finally editing of the video. So without wasting your time, sit tight, get your pen and paper as we dive in the tutorial step by step. Okay guys, the first step is to get a script for our story. By this I mean, what's the kind of story you want to create? What do you want to talk about? Whatever story you want to talk about, try to make sure that your story is attention grabbing. Your story creates curiosity. Your story is engaging, because nobody wants to listen to a boring story. Some persons are very good at telling story. If you are the type that is very good at telling story, you can pick a pen and paper already and start crafting out the story you want to talk about. But if you are not good at telling story, like my very self, what I advise you do is to go straight to your ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. In this case, I'm using Microsoft Copilot. I want to be showing you 2 ways in which you can get idea for your story, just in case you are like me that is not good at telling stories. The first way is that you go straight to your ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot. In this case, I'm using Microsoft Copilot. And then you're going to ask for the assistance of this AI website to craft a story for you. But guys, be careful when you are using AI website like this to get a story for your African folktale. For instance, you don't just come to ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot to say, create or generate a story of an Africa folktale story. No, you're going to get zigzag, because you're going to have a story that will be similar with 100 persons out there that did exactly the same thing. So that's not the right way to ask ChatGPT or Copilot to get a story for you. For instance, look at this very particular prompt that I typed in here. If you want to make use of this AI website, first you must have something in mind. What is that kind of story you want to create? For instance, you want to create a story that has to do with something emotional or funny or something terrifying. You know, you have to first of all have that in your mind before asking for ChatGPT assistance. With that said, guys, now let's quickly take a look at this very prompt that I type here. Though I just tried to do a rough work here just for you to understand something. I wrote something like create a dramatic and emotional African folktale story of 20 years old Obiora, a very beautiful girl, light in skin complexion, tall, with charming eyes, a very humble and obedient orphan who lived with her wicked auntie that hated her because of her beauty and decent attitude, which attracted a young, handsome, rich prince named Odinaka from the neighboring village to her. Describe the scene where Obiora was left to do all the house chores, while her auntie's children does nothing at home. Describe also how she was forced by her auntie to go get water from the village stream on a day nobody was supposed to be at the village stream, and she had to go without questioning her auntie's order, and how on her way, she was attacked by a human-like masked creature who almost took her life before the intervention of a river goddess. Now, guys, this is exactly what I asked Copilot to do for me. I use this to give this AI a message of what exactly I want. You understand? Now, watch the magic. Watch how they are going to rearrange this for me. Watch how they are going to use it to create a very engaging story for me. Now, let's see the outcome, guys. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and lost forest, lived a young girl named Obiora. She was a vision of beauty, and her light skin, tall statues, and charming eyes that seemed to hold the secret of the universe. Now, guys, without taking much of your time, I took my time to go through all the story that was created by this AI website, and I noticed that there were too much grammar. You understand? The story was super engaging, trust me. But when you are telling story that needs to grab people's attention, you don't need too much use of grammar. In fact, some people can literally tell that the story was generated by an AI when there are too much use of grammars. Now you're talking to the general public, your audience. There are some persons that are not that educated. There are some persons that their level of English language is just at the basic level, you know. Some are in the advanced level. So you have to consider your audience when you are telling your story. You don't want too much grammar, otherwise it will literally cover the beauty of the story. So I noticed there were too much grammar. What did I do here? I went back and rewrite this in a very simple and basic English language. You understand? So within a twinkle of an eye, they rewrote everything, and here is the result here. Now, they wrote it out in a very simple and basic language that even a child at 3 years old will understand the English. Now, let me just read out what I got here. Once upon a time in a small village, there lived a young girl named Obiora. She was very beautiful, with light skin, tall height, and charming eyes. Even though she was beautiful, she was also very humble and obedient. Sadly, her parent had died, and she lived with her mean auntie who hated her because of her beauty and good nature. Obiora's auntie made her to do all the house chores while her own children did nothing. Obiora cleaned, cook, and wash clothes from morning till night. One day, her auntie told her to go to the village stream. In fact, guys, you can literally notice that the English has been broken down in a very simple and basic way to understand. Don't worry, guys, you're going to see the full story at the end of this video. I'm going to play the full video at the end of the video. So don't worry, you're going to hear the outcome of this result later. So with that said, guys, this is the first method you use to get an ideal story for your African folktale. Now, I want to show you the second method that you can use, which I even prefer. If I were to be into this niche, I would literally do the second method. Now, the second method is that, let's assume first you go through African folktale YouTube channels like this. For instance, you go through all these folktales channel. Let's type folktales. Okay, now guys, let's assume you don't even have any idea. What I advise you do is to come to YouTube, go through the videos that are trending based on this particular niche. The ones with the highest view. If you have vidIQ, I will advise you use vidIQ to check the views per hour so that you know the one that is trendy, because there are some videos that are posted 7 months ago, they have millions of views, and some are just posted 2 weeks ago and they're having thousands of views, millions of views. So you can use vidIQ to get the accurate view per hour, so that through the view per hour you can know the right one to choose. Now, for instance, let's assume we are taking this very video here, Ego the Fat Princess, okay? Now, what I will advise you do is to copy the link of this particular video here, and then head straight to your Google search and type antiago.ai. Click on this very particular one here, and it will take you to an interface like this. Now, one thing I love so much about this AI website is that even without signing in, you can start doing your work already. Now, why are we here? We want to use this AI website to convert the link of that particular video into a full text, so that everything that is being said in that video will be written out as text that we can literally read through it. Okay? Now, in order to do that, what you need to do is just to click on this very dashboard here and paste the link you have copied from that particular video. Click on transcript and wait in less than a minute. As you can see, in less than 30 seconds, the whole video there has been transcribed into a text, just as you can see here. Now, what next do you need to do? You need to go through the whole text. After rephrasing the whole text, try to change the names of the characters. For instance, instead of Ego, the Fat Princess, you start having something like Amaka or whatever name you want to put there. Then the names of the locations also, instead of the village of Achi, village of Obodo, just for instance, change the names of the characters, the locations, and everything there, where there is to be the name of a particular market or stream or village mastery or whatever in the story. Make sure you change everything. Okay, at the tail end, the story similarity will remain the same, but you have been able to change the story from its original content so that you don't end up with copyright. Now, with that said already, what next do you need to do after making your proper rephrase of the whole of the text? What next do you need to do? You need to copy everything here. Copy the text. And then go back to your ChatGPT or Microsoft Copilot to paste the particular text there and rewrite it. Now paste it here. And ask that Microsoft Copilot or your ChatGPT rewrite this in an advanced English language or intermediate level or basic level. You understand? Or you can just write something like, rewrite this in a simple and basic English level. For instance, just in case you notice there are some grammars in it, you know, or just write something like, rewrite this. As simple as that. Or transform this. Anyhow you want to say it. Then this AI website will help you to rewrite the whole story again, keeping the original content of the story, but in different use of English language. Now, let's just do something like that and see the results. Click on your submit and wait in less than 20 seconds. As you can see, it's doing its magic. Guys, if you have watched this video to this very point, I want to believe you are so much interested in this video and you're gaining values from this video. Please don't hesitate to smash on the subscribe button and start putting thumbs up already in this video so that the algorithm can recommend it to other viewers. Thanks so much. God bless you as you do that. Okay, guys, as you can see, everything has been rewritten and transformed in a different English language, just as you can see here. As you can see, everything has been rewritten. Now, guys, I must not forget to tell you, just in case you have a very long script, in the case where you have a very long story, you understand? There's a character limit when you are using this website. So what you need to do is to, first of all, copy maybe half of the text, paste it, then rewrite it, go back and copy the remaining parts of the text. Make sure to take notes of where you stopped so that you don't complicate issues. Okay, guys, with that said, as you can see, everything here has been rewritten in a very different English language, but still maintaining the original content of the text. Now, you can use this idea now to form your own videos. As far as the video is trending that very particular moment, trust me, there is 80 to 90% that your video might also go viral. Okay, guys, as you can see, as simple as this. Now, this is how you get story idea for your video if you are the type that is not good at storytelling like me. Now, I will say the first part of the video is done. Now, let's move to the next part of the video, which is generating of images for our African folktale stories. Okay guys, now for the generation of the images, first you have to return back to your story, go through your story so that you know each paragraph of the story. Now I will be showing you two methods in which you can generate your images from your story, and then I will be showing you different AI websites which you can use to generate stunning images for your African folktale stories. Okay guys, with that said, we are using this AI website to generate our images. As you can see, this AI website has a lot of amazing features. For instance, here it's possible for you to upload any image here and ask for the prompts for the image. For instance, if you come across any image on any African folktale channel or website and you like images like that, you can just click on this very particular sign here, and then you upload your image from your device or take a photo. You can take any photo and upload it here, and in less than a second this AI website will give you every description of that particular photo. And here also it's possible for you to paste a link here, and then this AI website will give you every information you want to know about that particular link. So guys, this AI website has a lot of amazing features, but that's not what we are dealing with today. I just want to show you quickly how you can use this AI website to generate stunning images for your African folktale stories. Okay guys, now I want to be showing you two methods in which you can generate stunning images from your story. The first method here is for you to just type in something like this: generate prompt for each paragraph of this story. Paste it there, and in seconds the magic will be done as usual. As you can see, that's exactly what I did here, and here are the prompts that he gave from the story. As you can see, it gave me prompt for each paragraph of the story. And now, what I just need to do is just to copy each prompt that it gave me here, like this. Copy it, and come down here where it is written ask me anything, and say generate image for this. As simple as that. Then I'm just going to paste it here, and then click on submit and wait in few seconds. And as you can see here, our beautiful images are available. This is the setting of the village. And in case you don't like any of the photograph, it is possible to regenerate. Okay, now this is the first method you use to generate your image. Now, let me show you the second method that you can apply. Take your time, go back to the story and read the first line of the story. For instance, once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by thick forest and hills, the village of Umuike. Now, this is the description of the village surrounded by hills and thick forest, right? Now, you can just come down here and write or type something like this: create or generate a typical African village surrounded by hills and thick forest. As simple as that. Click on the submit and wait for the magic. Okay guys, our photos are available. Now let's take a look at them. As you can see, I think these ones are better. You see? These ones describe the real scene of the story, as you can see. Okay? Now guys, there's one amazing thing I like so much about this AI website. Whenever they generate images for you, they also give you suggestion to make the image better. So it's possible you take any of the suggestion to make your images better. For instance, look at what they suggested here. Add some huts and villagers to the scene, which I think it will make sense. Include animals like goat or chicken. Make sure the forest looks dense and mysterious. So it depends on what you want to fix in. In my own case, I can just fix something like add some villagers and huts, because it will make it more lively and more real, right? Okay. Now, take a look at the outcome. When they give you suggestion, sometimes put this suggestion in because it will make it more lively. Now, check out. As you can see here, we have photos of villagers in it. You can see the photos have become more real and more lively. Check out these ones, guys. Can you see how amazing it looks? I will just choose this particular one here that I like so much. So guys, this is exactly how you're going to generate images for each paragraph of your story. Now let's assume we are choosing this one. Just click this arrow down button here to have your images downloaded. And more spaces here to you. If you are using this AI website to generate your images, there is 100% possibilities that you'll be getting stunning images. Of course, there are going to be suggestions that could make your images get better. But the only disadvantage with this AI website that I've noticed is that this AI website finds it difficult to give you landscape images. They only give portrait images. Even if you are typing it in the prompt, make it 16:9, for instance, which is for YouTube format, you're still going to end up with portrait images. And there are some cases where you have bad images because this AI website is not really good for landscape images. They're only good for portrait images. Now, but I will be showing you other AI websites in which you have to decide which one to use at the tail end. In my own case, I will be using this one to generate my portrait images. Don't worry, I know how to transform these images to landscape. I have done a video in time past where I show you how to transform your portrait images into landscape. I will be putting the link below in the description box. Okay, but aside that, guys, if you use this CapCut for editing, then don't bother about transforming your images from portrait to landscape because it's super easy. When you are on the Pro on CapCut, you can easily use your AI expand to expand whatever image in whatever format you want it to be. You want it to be on landscape or you want it to be on portrait, you can just use your AI expand on CapCut to do that. So because I have AI expand, I have other alternatives like Canva. I have also other alternative on cloudnary.com and many other AI websites. I'm not just going to bother about converting the images from this website into landscape. Okay guys, now with that said, quickly let me show you other AI website in which you can use to generate landscape images. Okay guys, now on your Google search type Leonardo AI. This is another amazing AI website that you can use to generate images for all formats of videos, whether landscape, whether portrait, anyhow you want it, whether square or whatever. This AI website does all of that. Here we are on Leonardo AI. If you are new to this AI website, you can just sign in few steps and click on get started. Then an interface like this will be open onto you. Guys, this AI website has a lot of amazing features, but I wouldn't want to explain all of that now. We're just going to concentrate on our own area of concentration here, and that's all. We are here to generate images, so we're just going to do that. Okay, if you're new to this AI website, you'll be given 150 credit daily. And until you're exhausted, nobody will ask you nothing. Now, come to this image creation here. Click on it. And then come here where you have type a prompt. Click on it and paste that particular copied sentence from your story here. Okay? Come here where you have image density to choose the aspect ratio. As you can see, guys, here you have many options to choose your aspect ratio. You can choose for Instagram or Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and many more. Choose your aspect ratio, which is in this case 16:9, and then click on generate. As simple as this, guys, and wait a few seconds for your images to be generated. Check out the stunning images, guys. This is not bad at all. I would say these images are also very good. Okay guys, to save time, because we still have a lot to do, I just want to move on to the next step. But then guys, just in case you have difficulties using Leonardo AI, then I suggest you use Ideogram AI for the generation of your images, because that website also gives you the possibility to choose between landscape and portrait images. I'm going to use any of this AI website to generate images for your African folktale story. Now, it's time for us to move to the next step, which is creating consistent characters for your folktale stories. Okay, guys. Now, if you are into these African folktale stories, first thing you must put into consideration is the maintenance of your character consistency. You must consider consistent characters in your story, because we don't want to have your main character change in different scenes of your story. For instance, you have one very chocolate girl in the first scene as your main character, and then the next scene you are seeing her very light in complexion. The third scene you are seeing her as a very different person entirely, very dark in complexion, which I have seen a lot of content creators on this particular niche do on their channel, and that's not mature to do at all. If you are into this niche and you are having difficulties in creating consistent characters for your folk tales, make sure to stick to this very part of this video. Make sure to pay a very good attention, because at the end of this part of the video, you have 98% of your problems, if not 100% of that very particular problem solved. I'm sure to deliver that for you, okay? Now, creating consistent character. What do you need to do? First thing you should know is that AI does not give you 100% consistency, especially when you are using this AI website. In most of the websites that I've seen, they found it super difficult to maintain consistency in the generation of images like this for your folk tales. It's super difficult. They don't give you 100% consistent character, no matter the good prompt you type. And that will lead us to plan B, which I call top secret, which is the second plan in which I will be showing you in this video. We shall be exploring that together. So don't worry, just in case plan A fail, we have another plan. And trust me, plan B will solve all your problem. So with that said, guys, now, creating consistent character, first of all, you need to go through your stories and understand each paragraph of your story. Know what your story is talking about. You don't want to generate images that has nothing to do with the scenes or with your story, okay? Now, from the story we just read about Obiora, the very light-skinned, beautiful, and obedient orphan, you will notice that there was a part of the story which said that Obiora was left to do all the house chores alone without the assistance of anyone. She was the one doing the washing of plates, doing the cooking, the sweeping of the floor, going to the river to get water, and all of that. She was the one doing everything, right? Now, how do you create image that will be consistent, that will be the same for this different scene? Because the first scene, then maybe you'll be having like cooking is the first scene, then you want to have the same character for sweeping, the same person for washing of plate, the same person for washing of clothes, without having to change the images. How do you do that? Now let's get started. First thing you need to do, if you're using method A or plan A, the first thing you need to do is to create a prompt. By this, I mean you should give the AI command. Tell the AI what you want. Instruct the AI. AI does not read your mind. So they don't know what exactly you have inside your mind until you pour it out. You need to put it into typing. Let them know exactly the kind of photo you want to generate. Now, I want to generate the photo of Obiora, the first scene, Obiora cooking, right? Now, if I just tell AI, generate the photo of Obiora cooking, it can just give me any images that pleases him, you understand? After all, you don't even know who is Obiora, right? But if I take my time to describe Obiora, make the AI to understand this is exactly how I want Obiora to look like, then make her to be doing the cooking, then I will get amazing results. And that's what I applied in this case. Now, let's take a look at the prompts I typed. From the story, I typed, create a very stunning image of a beautiful 20 years old girl, an African orphan, very light in skin complexion, with braided African hairstyle, dressed in Nigerian pink and black Ankara attire, designed with flowers, cooking outside the village hut with an African firewood in the presence of her auntie and two of her grown-up daughters, seated outside doing nothing. This is exactly the prompt I type. Okay, now let's see the result of this prompt. This AI generated this image for me as a result of the prompt I typed. Let's see if the images have any relationship with what I instructed. Can you see the stunning images? Take a look at the image, guys. A light-skinned girl, right? Braided hair, black and pink design with flowers, cooking, right? Does this one has any relationship with the prompt? If you ask me, I will say yes, but let's check out for better ones. Now move to the next one. Wow, I think this is the best. A very light-skinned girl. Yes. And then you see the auntie with her children there. Though I said grown-up daughters, but this person doesn't really matter in this sim. Okay. Okay. Our main character is Obiora, which is this girl, a very light-skinned, pretty girl, cooking with African firewood. You can even see the smoke and the fire. And then you see the beautiful dressing. Oh my God. Nigerian Ankara, so beautiful. Pink and black. Design with flower. Oh my God. If you ask me, I will say this is the most suitable photo for this prompt. But meanwhile, before we download this, let's take a look at another one. Wow. Another amazing photo. This is stunning. Now, in this case, we have two grown-up daughters, which I think is the perfect match for the description here. Okay. I made the prompt. Okay. And then we have her cooking. We have her with braided hairs, light skin, though not very light skin. I said very light skin, but she is light skin. Even if you had to use this image, it's not bad, right? And then you have pick and dress. Guys, what did you notice about these whole images? There is something that is super constant there. In spite of every other things that has been changed there, you have the dressing attire always according to the description. Pink and black with flowers and all of that, right? So if you ask me, I will say this photo is also a very good one. And let's download either this or the previous one. To download, of course, you know how to do that already. If you're using this website, just click this arrow down button and you have your photo downloaded. Okay, now we have been able to sort out the first scene, which is Obiora cooking. Now I want to move on to the next scene, which is Obiora sweeping or washing. Let's choose one out of the both scene because we have to create a scene for all the actions in the story, right? Okay. I just want to show you how you can maintain the consistency. Then we'll move away from this website. Why I would do the generation of the remaining images off camera, okay? Just to save your time. Because this video is super long. Of course, you know, is a full video tutorial. And I'm taking my time to explain all that I know about folktales one step at a time. So please be patient to learn if you want to open this channel to make money for yourself. Now let's go to the next scene. Now the next scene, we have her bending down to swim. Now what did I did, guys? As you can see, I've already prepared this whole stuff before I filmed this part because I don't want to take too much time. That's why I already prepared it. So now what I did was that I copied the first prompt, right? And I pasted it here where you have ask me anything. I pasted it here. I left the description of Obiora and I changed only the action. What do I mean? From a very beautiful 20 years old girl, light in complexion, with braided African hairstyle, dressed in Nigeria pink and black Ankara attire, designed with flowers. All these are description. These are the description of Obiora, who you want to appear to be Obiora, right? The action there, the previous one was cooking, right? Now, I want her to be bending down to sweep, right? Which is the next scene. I'm creating images for the next scene. So what did I do? I just have to remove the cooking, which is the action there, and fix in bending down to sweep the village hut with African local broom in the presence of her auntie and two of her grown-up daughters. Now let's read out the full prompt. Create a very stunning image of a beautiful 20 years old girl, an African orphan, very light in skin complexion, with braided African hairstyle, dressed in Nigeria pink and black Ankara attire, designed with flowers, bending down to sweep the village hut with African local broom, in the presence of her auntie and two of her grown-up daughters, seated outside doing nothing. Okay? Now let's see the result. Wow, amazing, guys. Check out the result. Can you see this? Check out the other one. I may say she's not that light in complexion because she has a chocolate complexion here. So I may not consider this photo. Now let's check out the next one. Wow, this one has a very light skin complexion, but not that light as the previous one that we have chosen. Now let's move on to the next photo. Wow, this is perfect for our story, right? Now we're just going to click on this arrow down button and generate it. Guys, this is how you will maintain the consistency if you are using plan A. Though I must be sincere to tell you that there's a facial changes. I don't know if you're noticing it. If you're using plan A and you're on this website, it will remain constant that there will be facial changes because this AI website and most of the AI website that I've seen, fancy, super difficult to create exactly 100% resemblance. No, they can give you every other thing in the photo, but you can't have the same face. Okay? It's not really easy for them. That's why I want to take you to plan B right away. Okay? Now let's move out from here and go to plan B to see how we can maintain the same face in the whole of the scene. That will now take us to our Google search to type the name of an AI website called Vidnons AI. Here we are on the AI website. Make sure to click on where you have Vidnons AI. Create free AI video 10 times faster online. Make sure to click on this very particular one here. It will take you to an interface like this, guys. Okay? Without signing in, you can start doing your work already. When it's time to upload, they will ask you to sign in. So I'm just going to go straight to the point. Now, if you're using your phone, this part of the job should be super easy for you compared to if you're using your computer, okay? But I'll be explaining them for you. Why are we here? This is the first question. Why are we on this AI website? Now, this AI website is an AI website that has a lot of amazing feature, right? But our main reason why we are here is to do what is called face swap, photo face swap, okay? And to do that, if you are using your laptop, you should go straight to where you have free AI tools here. Okay, just point your cursor there and then you'll see the display menu. There are a lot of amazing features here. As you can see, video face swap is free. You can do that. Then we have AI talking photo, AI text video. We have AI video translator. In fact, guys, there are a lot and a lot of amazing stuff here on this website. I must confess, this is one of my top secret AI website that I use for most of my content, and it's super amazing, guys. This is one of my preferred AI website. I must confess, guys. Now, what you want to do here is just to concentrate on our area of concentration here, which is a photo face swap. So click on this photo face swap now, like this. If you're using your phone, I think it should just be the first option you should see there without any stress. You don't need to search for it. Okay, here we are. Now, why are we here? We want to make sure we upload our main character photo. Okay, the photo we want to use as our main character, we want the face to appear in all of our remaining images. I must not forget to tell you that it's also possible to swap multiple face swap, just in the case where you have multiple faces, right? Okay. Now, if it's a single face, you can use this photo face swap. Okay? We are not using this feature of video face swap. No. Multiple faces, you should click on these ones before you face swap. Now, go back to where you have photo face swap. Then, click the very first upload photo image to upload your source image. By this, I mean that particular photo you want to convert into your main character should be the first one you should upload first. Then go to the second one and upload your target image. Your target image is that photo you want all the other images to look like, is your target image. Upload that one in the second line where you have target image. And then click on face swap and wait for the magic. It's so perfect that you can't even notice. Can you notice the difference? And that's all, as simple as that. Then just click on your download image and you have your problem resolved. I really hope this video will be of great help for you that is looking for a way to create consistent images for your African folktales instead of having different photo for your characters. At least with this top secret that I have just shown you, you'll be able to swap faces and get perfect, consistent image for your photo. That now moves us to the next step, which is adding voiceover to our African folktale stories. Okay guys, now for the voiceover, it's not really obligatory that you must make use of an AI voiceover. But just in the case where you have a very long story and to save time, you want to make use of AI voiceover, then you can follow this method. I know now somebody will be thinking, as usual, we're going to make use of 11 labs. No guys, we're not making use of 11 labs in this tutorial, because if you are telling an African folk story, then I think you should choose a voice that sounds like that of an African. And no voice among those voices there in level labs that has that kind of intonation that someone will want to listen to when watching an African folk story. That will not take us to our Google search to type for this very name, Microsoft Clip Charm. This very particular one you are seeing here, I already have it on my system. But if you are new to it, get it and install it. And then open it to take you to an interface like this. Meanwhile, before you open it, make sure you copy your story from your Google Doc, which is part of what I've already done here. Make sure you go to your Google Doc or wherever you save the story and copy it from it. Then come to your Microsoft Clip Charm. It will take you to an interface like this. Now, this AI tool has a lot of amazing features. As you can see here, you can use it to record your screen. If you're a content creator, this is another great free tool that you can use for screen recording. You can use it to record for both camera and screen. You can use it for only camera, you can use it for only screen, audio, and many more, but that's not where we are going to. We just want to make use of the text to speech. Okay, this very particular one here, which will take you to the right hand corner of your system. Now what you need to do here, first and foremost, as you can see here, where you have language, you have to choose the language you want to use. There are different languages here. We are using English language. As you can see here, there are different type of English languages here, but we want to make use of that of Nigeria. And then we have to choose a voice. Come to this arrow button here, arrow down, click it and choose a voice. We have Abel and Ezine. Now let's see if we can listen to each of the voices and choose the one that suits our demand.
Choose from a variety of voices to help you create a story worth sharing.
Okay, that's not bad. That's the voice of Ezine. Now let's listen to Abel.
Choose from a variety of voices to help you create a story worth sharing.
Okay, I will say I prefer that of Ezine. Now, with that done, what next do you need to click on? You have to click on this text here, this text box here, paste your story. As you can see, I already have mine pasted inside. And then, I must not forget to tell you that there's a character limit. If you are using this text box, just in case where you have a very long script and you are not able to fit in everything, then try to copy one part of the story, paste it here, save it and create your audio, go back again and do the same to the other parts. Now, I think we are done like this. We just have to click on the save button and wait a moment. Okay guys, just in a moment, our voiceover is ready. Now let's play it and listen to our voiceover.
Once upon a time, in a small village with forest and hills, the village...
With that done already, next you're just going to click on your export and then you have it saved to your device. But I must not forget to tell you, if you are taking only the voice record, then you have to convert it into MP3 when you are doing your editing. But if you are using this website for your editing, maybe you are editing your videos here directly, then it should be super easy adding the voice record. Otherwise, you will need an MP3 converter, because as it is right now, it's on MP4. So you have to convert it into MP3 before you can add the sound. Otherwise, if you are on CapCut Pro, then you can simply extract the audio, which is the voice, out of this MP4 and delete the MP4. Then you add the audio to your story. You have everything done there, easy on CapCut. But if you are not on CapCut Pro, then download MP3 converter to convert this MP4 into MP3. Okay guys, with that said, now we move to the next step of this video tutorial, which is a lip sync for our video. Guys, don't forget I told you I was going to teach you everything you need to know about African folktale story from A to Z, and that's what we are doing. Okay, now join me as we move to the next step, which is lip sync. For instance, we want to lip sync this very particular one here. Okay, click on open. Okay, now our image is available. Now it's time for us to type in whatever text or whatever thing we want our image to say. Now, after typing in your text, click on generate video and wait a while.
Once upon a time, in a small village with forests and hills, the village of Umuk, lived a young orphan named Obiora. She was very beautiful, with light skin like the morning sun, tall and graceful, and eyes that sparkled like stars. Even though she had many troubles, Obiora was kind and gentle.
Guys, did you see that? That's amazing, guys. That's super cool. Can you imagine how the lips was moving? The lip sync was so perfect. The eyes were blinking so natural, like everything was so good. So guys, I recommend this AI website for you for your lip sync. Like as I've told you earlier before, there are a lot of amazing features here in this AI website. Okay, now guys, let's move to the last part of this video tutorial, which is animation. Guys, if you have watched this video to this very point, I want to believe you have gained so much from this video. Don't hesitate to put thumbs ups in this video and smash the subscribe button if you are new to my channel to watch more amazing and interesting videos like this. God bless you as you do that. Now, let's move to the next AI website in which we'll be using for our photo animation, which I believe is going to be the last part of this video. Okay guys, now that we are done with our lip sync, it's time for us to do the last part of this video tutorial, which is photo animation. There are different AI websites that you can use to animate your photo for amazing results for both free and paid plan. We have AI websites like Luma Labs, we have Pika AI, we have Hyper AI, we have Run World, and many more. But in this video tutorial, we just want to make use of Hyper AI. Now go to your Google search and type Hyper AI. Okay guys, here we are on Hyper AI. If you have not watched the video tutorial I did about how to use this AI website, I will be leaving the link below in the description box. Please make sure you watch that video to understand better how you can use this amazing AI website. So I'm just going to go straight to the point instead of repeating the whole stuff. So now what do you need to do? We just need to click on this image to video. And then here, where you have first frame image, click on it and insert whichever image you want to insert there. If you are new to this AI website, you'll be given 300 live go credit here. And this works whenever you want to animate above 4 seconds. For instance, you want to animate for 8 seconds, they'll be deducting 40 credits each from your animation credit. But if you're animating for 4 seconds, then they will not be deducting it from this very particular live code. Now let's leave it at 4 seconds. Okay, click on create free and wait a few seconds. Guys, now our video is ready. Let's check out the amazing results. Okay, wow guys, can you see the amazing results? Wow, this is so cool. Guys, check out the amazing result. Wow. Guys, this is not bad at all. If you want to prolong the animation, it's possible to increase it to 8 seconds. Then you have it prolong, and then you'll see more amazing features. Guys, this AI website is not bad for your photo animation, and it also have the free plan, unlike some AI website where you have to pay before you can animate or do anything. Okay guys, so finally we have come to the end of this video. I want to believe you really enjoyed this video. Please don't hesitate to put thumbs ups in this video, smash that subscribe button if it's your first time here, and put on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate your time here. See you on my next video. Bye bye. Shalom. Once upon a time, in a small village with forests and hills, the village of Umuike, lived a young orphan named Obiora. She was very beautiful, with light skin like the morning sun, tall and graceful, and eyes that sparkled like stars. Even though Obiora had many troubles, Obiora was kind and gentle. Obiora lived with her May aunt. Her auntie was jealous of Obiora's beauty and good nature. She had 2 lazy daughters who did not work, leaving all the chores to Obiora every day. Obiora woke up early to clean, wash clothes, and cook. Her auntie's daughter did nothing but laugh and play, while Obiora worked hard. One day, while Obiora was sweeping the yard, her auntie came to her with a cruel look. "Obiora," she said, "the water pots are empty. You must go to the village stream and get water." Obiora felt sad. She knew the stream was dangerous, especially today when cultures and traditions stop anyone from going because of the evil spirit. But she had no choice. Her aunt's order were final. With a heavy heart, Obiora took the water pots and walked to the stream. The path was long and windy, and she felt her aunt's hatred whining on her. The forest was very quiet, with no sounds of birds or insect. When she reached the stream, Obiora knelt to fill the water pot. Suddenly, she heard a noise in the bush. Her heart raced as she saw 2 masked human-like creatures came out. Their eyes glow with evil, and they move like predators. "Please," Obiora begged, her voice shaking. "I mean no harm. I'm just here to get water for my auntie." The creatures circled her, laughing coldly. "We don't care about your aunt," one said. "We are here for you, Obiora. Your beauty has caught the attention of powerful forces." Tears ran down Obiora's face as she fell to her knees. "Please, spare my life. I have done nothing wrong." Just as the creatures were about to attack, a bright light came from the stream. The water swelled and rose, forming a majestic woman. It was the river goddess, full of power and kindness. "Enough," the goddess said, her voice echoing. "You will not harm this innocent girl." The creatures stepped back, scared. "We are sorry, great goddess," they said. "We didn't know she was under your protection." The goddess waved her hands, and the creature disappeared. She turned to Obiora, her face softening. "You are safe now, my child. Your heart is pure, and you have suffered much. Go back to your village and know you are protected." Obiora bowed her head. "Thank you, great goddess. I will never forget your kindness." With the water pots filled, Obiora went back to the village.
Watch out for part 2.